It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll be watching the Falcons, reigning league MVP. Everyone's still in awe of his last game, passing Norvell Brocklin's 1951 mark.
Here are the Falcons out on offense for their first drive. And we'll get a look at the guy calling the shots, their fifth-year quarterback.
If there's such thing as perfection in the NFL for a quarterback, well, he pretty much achieved it last week. QB rating through the roof. No mistakes, 6 touchdowns. Just a phenomenal day. Hard to replicate, but the consistency and the confidence that can come out of that should endure.
Finish off their opening drive. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
Throwing it to start this drive. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a first down was just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
Slated downs to approach here from the 40. They'll try and throw it here. Getting out to his left. Oh, he's keeping it again. It's a gain of 12 there. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. And how about this? A 100-yard game on the ground, but it's not the running back that's doing it. And he's showing you why you should never sleep on what he can do when he's outside that pocket. Airing it out on first down. Took off with it again. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. They clearly haven't been giving his running ability the respect it deserves, considering what he's been able to do to them on the ground thus far.
If you want to destroy the morale of a defense, have a running quarterback like this. Because you can do so many things right, but this is the X factor you can't contain.
And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons break the tie here in the first. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Completes. It's Bijan Robinson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Juke the defender. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
1st and 10, around to Robinson. Space to the left. Dives for the end zone, and he makes it. Touchdown! The Falcons now lead by 10. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Throwing now on 1st down. Rolling left, buying some time. That's caught at the 25. All the way, that's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons lead by 14. It is a word broadcasters hesitate to use for a lot of reasons, but 4 touchdowns in 4 drives, Brock. I think we can throw it out here. Perfection thus far.
Yeah, this game will humble you at this level. I mean, this is the best of the best playing it, and you don't normally see this kind of execution and this kind of efficiency, so I understand that word perfection. I will remind everybody, though, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Airing it out to start this drive. That one's complete to London. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons make it a 3-possession game. Drake London with the touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
To throw it on 1st down. Escapes the pocket. He's got it deep downfield. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Drake London with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
First and 10, they're going to throw. Escapes out to the left. Lays out left side and gets it. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Into the red zone after that big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 15. Working inside the red zone. On the move, headed right. And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown! The Falcons boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Now a rushing score, a quarter for him in this opening half, Brock. Should be a pretty nice feeling in that locker room at halftime, knowing what he's already accomplished.
Kind of get the feeling this isn't the whole show, though, right? In his eyes, this is just the opening act. There's going to be a lot more to come when the curtain raises for the second half.
They'll throw to begin this drive. He's on the move. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. Makes a man miss. Uh-oh, he's off. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. And he has stayed productive throughout this game. He's up to the 300-yard mark after that last completion. Really has been a solid showing for him finding his targets. Last shot took him right down to the front of the red zone. Here's 1st down. They'll throw it. Chased out to his right. And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons grow the lead coming out of halftime. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all, at this point, expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Forced out to his right. Catch is made down the right sideline. It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Falcons will have a first.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Jukes one defender, and they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. 1st and goal here. Goal to go. It's a pass play. And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown! The Falcons trying to end this before the final quarter. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot, but on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you can strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just the positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating.
Look at you.
And yeah, they should celebrate this effort.
Airing it out to start this drive. Throwing on the run, deep down that... They connect on the deep shot. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons keeping the pedal floored and adding 6 more. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
To throw here on first down. Makes the grab in bounds left side. Here he goes again. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. 3 touchdown catches in one game is rare air, Brock. Safe to say most guys who retire can name every time they did that here in the NFL.
Yeah, I hope he remembers it, but also remember this. Receivers, they're a dependent position. They're dependent on the guys doing their job up front. They're dependent on the quarterback putting it on the spot. And usually, when you reach a milestone like this, you love to share it with everybody else. And my guess, especially if they could find a way to win this one, is this receiver will celebrate it with all of his guys.
Throwing from the gun here. He rolls to his right. Now it's a deep shot back to the big gain downfield. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Jukes out a one-stop, and they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 26-yard pickup there, and it's good for an Atlanta first down. Pass play now. Buying some time right. Taking off with it again. And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons throwing 6 more on the blowout. Far from the first time we've broken down one of his touchdowns in this game, partner. But, man, they seem to get more impressive every time.
And I don't care, Kate, if they're all one-yard plunges, if you're up over 300 yards. A 4-touchdown game will forever live among your greatest career highlights. You can go several games without even scoring one. So to get 4 in one contest, you'll never, ever forget it.
They'll come out throwing. Flush down now to his left. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And the Falcons will have a first.
As much as you'd like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
Bails out of the pocket quick. It's into the hands of Mooney. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons are running them out of the building. That is a touchdown to one of their prime receiving targets.
This is really what you pay your skill guys for. You know, I had an old coordinator say it's my job to get you a one-on-one. It's your job to go out and win it with a touchdown.
Back to throw on 1st and 10. Buys time, rolling right. On the middle. That's complete inside the 35. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Vacates quickly left side. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. Going right side, Robinson with it. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons continue adding to an insurmountable lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Well, Brock, you found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Escapes the pocket. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. 16 yards on the play. And the Falcons will have a first.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
He calls his own number again. And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons throwing 6 more on the blowout. That, without a doubt, Brock, one of the longest scrambles that you and I have seen and we'll probably all see for a while, and it ends in a memorable touchdown.
Yeah, we're going to see that again and again and again on replays after this game, probably on TV all week long. Quite the effort from somebody who proved he could be quite the runner when called upon.
Falcons defend their building and take the win at home. And it's harder and harder not to mention, Brock, the possibility of an undefeated season as they add another to their total here in the penultimate month of the campaign.